Anon in Partyville by ObabScribbler. Damn ponies. Come on, Anon, we're gonna be late. Raymondash's voice took on a high-pitched whine, not unlike a north wind blowing through the cracks of a particular firm oak door. You say that like it's a bad thing. Anon crossed his arms. I already told you, I'm not going. You can't miss a Pinkie party. And yet look at me doing it. Shifting one foot and bending his knee with an aplomb, he flicked the door shut. Or at least, he would have if a purple aura hadn't held it open. Anon, I'm not sure you understand. In contrast to Rainbow-Dash, Twilight's voice was flat as a shadow on a hot pavement. You don't miss a Pinkie party. Damn ponies. Look, last time I went, she threw so much confetti at me that I choked and had to go to the emergency room. The time before that, she put the piñata at my head height and rainbow smashed over there, nearly caved in my skull. The time before that, she and ID added hot sauce to the punch for a prank without asking if I was allergic first. And it's not even like Partyville Hospital is particularly able to treat humans, you know. He pinched a spot between his eyes that always seemed to throb when a party rolled around. I'm not going. Fluttershy looked up at him with large doe eyes. Oh dear. Pinkie tried so hard this time to make sure you had a good time. Are you staring at me? What? No! She squeaked and hid behind her mane. I'd never do that. Not to you. It's true though, Sugar Cube. Applejack spat out the large stalk of grass she had been chewing for the entire prior conversation. Pinkie Pie felt right sorry about all those other times. She honestly just wants you to have a good time at your own. Welcome her to our world party. It's the first one she's ever thrown for someone like you. A human. I'm a human. You don't look like any of the animals I met at Cancelot High, Twilight muttered, eyes narrowly suspiciously. Twilight, we ain't having that conversation now. Anon, Pinkie wouldn't keep trying if it weren't important. We've all been through this. There went Twilight's flat tone again, though none of the others seemed to notice the cynical edge to her voice. Sometimes it seemed like she was the only one sane enough in the bunch. You know, when she wasn't trying to strap me down to his test brainwaves or trying to steal blood and other bodily fluid samples to prove he was some subspecies of Homo sapien. Ugh, damn ponies. It's best to just get it over with, she said bluntly. Otherwise, Pinkie will keep trying. She leaned heavily on the final two words, invoking images in his mind that he quickly shook away. She bought a whole 3 barrels of sweet apple cider, especially for this party. Rainbow-Dash's wings flared, a globule of drool splattered on the cobblestones. The alcoholic variety. It's true, Applejack nodded. I delivered them to Sugar Cube Corner this morning. She had to jump through a pastel of hoops with Mr. and Mrs. Cake to be allowed to have alcohol on them premises with the twins around. So she paid for the whole family to go to the Funland over in Tottenham for the weekend and close up shop early today to get ready. She levelled a gaze at Anon that was just short of a glare. She paid for the whole trip for the whole weekend, including a train and hotel, just so she could throw you a party you might actually like. She's making quesadillas. Twilight's whole body shuddered. Because they're your favourite food. Quesadillas, booze and no kids underfoot? Anon repeated. Who'll be at this party anyway? Just us, Fluttershy whispered. If that's okay with you. You said you prefer small social gatherings. For a cold second, he was tempted. He was oh so tempted. He had tasted Sweet Apple Acres alcoholic cider once before. It was like the nectar of the gods. His mouth watered just at the mere memory of getting drunk in the barn with Big Mac, Caramel and Gran Pierre. And Granny Smith and Sugarbell finally hid them in a dazed clump of hangovers and tankards next morning. It had been totally worth it. He sighed and dragged his hands down his face. Oh, fine. I'll go. Fluttershy beamed through the crack in her mane. Twilight gave him a curt but approving nod. Applejack produced another grass stalk from somewhere. Rainbow Dash just grabbed his hand and started dragging him down the street. Hey, whoa! I'm not wearing shoes! Doesn't matter. No pony wears shoes except the princesses. You'll fit right in. Ugh, damn ponies again. By the way, Sugar Cube. Applejack trotted easily beside them. This is a surprise party. How ponies could make air quotes out fingers still amazes him. Pinkie always seems unaware of what's coming. We just thought we'd better make sure you came at all. Twilight finished, after what happened the last couple of times. Anon clenched his teeth and thought violently of sweet golden cider and sticky cheese Mexican food. Sugar Cube Connor loomed before them. How could a place like that look like it had been baked to life by the bastard love child of Hershey and Cadbury Loom? A white face appeared briefly at the window, smiled and disappeared again. Clearly Rarity was in on this too. His steps faltered. Actually, I'm not too sure about this. Too late! Rainbow Dash released his hand, performed a tight loop and barreled into him from behind, propelling him the last few steps up to the doorway. Strung across it was a candy pink banner with the legend, "Welcome to Equestria, Anon." Guys, I don't... Purple magic swung the door open. In, please. Please look surprised and, happy. For a Pinkie, Sugar Cube. Enough talk! Cider time! Rainbow shoved him again, and he staggered in. Whoa! A burst of streams and sans confetti rained down on him from above. A few hooked on his ears, giving him the brief appearance of the Hasidic rabbi. More flopped onto his head and into his eyes. He brushed them away to clear his vision, only to have it immediately filled with a wide dark barrel of... What was that, a gun? A very big gun? Surprise! Pinkie Pie's yell came from somewhere beyond the gaping maw, followed by the fizz of a match. Oh shit. The world flashed white, then candy-coloured, then very, very dark. Anon clutched his chest and keeled over. Celestia's sweet ass, Pinkie Pie! Rainbow Dash's voice was close up and preceded by the heavy clomp of the merchant landing. You blasted him with your party cannon? What? I blasted you all, plenty of times. Pinkie protested. I blasted Rarity and Maud 5 times one day when we went to Manhattan. Yes, I remember, dear, but we're ponies. Rarity replied. I think we've learned by now that we're more than a little hardier than humans. Is he alright? Fluttershy quavered. He's not moving! He's not moving! Panic fringed Rainbow Dash's words. Is he breathing? He's not breathing! Hooves danced, creating a staccato beat against the wooden floor. Twilight! Make some room, give him some air, Twilight instructed tersely. Anon? Can you hear me? Anon? I'm sorry, Pinkie started to bawl. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to. I didn't think humans were that fragile. He held his chest afore he done fell over, said Applejack. Did he have a heart attack? Should I run for the doctor, Twilight? I can get Dr. Sable here in 10 seconds flat. Oh my. At long last, Anon let go of the breath he had been holding. It rushed from his burning lungs in a glorious whoosh, wiping Twilight's mane up. She snorted and reared back slightly, a frown creased her brow. Surprise, he panted. He's fine, she deadpanned. All at once, 2 giant balls of blue and pink fuzz locked onto Anon from either side. He clawed at his throat, but Pinkie Pie and Rainbow Dash's weapons, great hugs, were locked, loaded, and impenetrable. Anon, I was so worried, please don't ever do that again. Anon, you butthead, you scared the fuck out of me. Can't breathe. They released him, though reluctantly. He rubbed at his neck. Surprise? He tried again. Pinkie Pie grinned broadly. You got as good, Anon. Epic prank, dude. Rainbow Dash leaning close. If you ever do anything like that again, I will personally kick your furless butt from here to Cloudsdale and back again. Understand? Sure? Dashy! He surprised us at his own surprise party. Pinkie bounced in place. That's like surpriseception. Well, yeah, I guess. Rainbow Dash looked grumpy. Tell you what, Dash, Anon rasped. You can have the first drink, okay? Her eyes shone. All is forgiven. She vanished in the multicoloured blare towards the cider barrels in the corner. Twilight trotted up to where he was still sat on the floor. You know, she said mildly, I can actually include heart attacks. It's a pretty simple spell, but it does require some degree of skill and nuance. And, you know, knowledge of a species biology. If you make even a tiny mistake, that a heart can just, well, I don't know. She slid her eyes sideways. Explode right in your chest. He gulped. Julie noted. She smiled and headed for the side of the room that totally opposed the quesadillas. Hey, Anon! Applejack held up a plate. She had crowned hairs with fresh slices of apple. I could get to like these things after all. Anon sighed. Damn ponies.